Power Rangers, Lost Galaxy, Galaxy Megazord, let's go! So this is the Lion Galactazord. Yes, that's what they call it anyway. The Lion Galactazord. Can I just say, what is this face supposed to be? I mean, look at his Galactabeast form, and he actually looks more like a lion there, but like, what is this? It doesn't even have the triangle nose the way a cat would have. And his Galactabeast form even had more of a mane. I mean, like, it's not as if the lion head is touched very much by the transformation. All you really do is open up the mouth to reveal the face. They could have done any number of things with this head shape. Also, what you do is, like, you just put these horns on. But I do really like those yellow patterns on his head. It does look good on the Red Ranger's helmet, too. See what I mean about how untouched by the transformation this head is? After that, just put these horns onto him. And the Gorilla Galactazord, and yep, he's one chunky boy. Partially because he forms the legs of the Megazord. It's interesting. There's a surprising amount of rounded shapes in this Zord, like these legs right here. Perhaps that's because on the show they actually start out as organic creatures that then magically transform into mecha. In like some of the early promotional material for Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, they described it as like they're becoming armored, and yet they do stuff like this to them. It seemed kind of grisly if like it was being done to an organic creature. Wouldn't you think? Take these robot fists out from the bottom of the feet. Nice to see they got places to store all these extra parts. Wildcat and Wolf. They're basically the same. The show doesn't even hide it. They're always running together in every shot. You know, you get some Megazords where you have two Zords forming two limbs, like two Zords each forming like a leg or an arm, and they actually make some effort to make them different from each other. The Saber-Tooth Tiger and Triceratops Dinosaur, or the Ape and Wolf Ninja Zords. And then you get something like this, where they're like the same, just being somewhat different animals. No. This is another case where they got some nice rounded shape. Just look at that neck. It's a very nice contour. Also, I like those ears on the Wildcat. In many ways, this is a relatively basic kind of Megazord or mecha, but what it does pretty nicely. What was that line from Suicide Squad? Hand. I've never seen that movie. Wait, which one is this? Yeah, I think pink is the right arm. There we go. Those animal heads make some really nice shoulders. Also can't help but notice how there's like a distinct shape on each of their shoulders. I think of some Rangers and Zords where like they'd have different symbols, like the Zeo Rangers. Even when they don't explicitly make it obvious, like the Alien Rangers seem to have shapes associated with them. Like, kind of wonder if there's something like that going on here. Come to think of it, the gorilla, he's got these two hexagon shapes on his chest. Like, is that supposed to be his symbol shape? The Condor Galactazord. Unfortunately, the way this thing was stored, this wing got kind of bent. Yeah, I is kind of more like a dinosaur bird thingy. And he really doesn't add much to the transformation. Just kind of goes in the center. Also becomes this bow and arrow weapon. Ugh, yeah. Unfortunately, that bent wing kind of ruins the image. Go to Galactazord! Missile mode! Whoa, Nelly, that is one hefty boy! Just look at this! Really got some weight to him. Yeah, there is some, like, metal on this guy. I think it's in the Condor. Old-time mech collectors sure love their die-cast metal. Like Gary Chalk's Optimus Primal. Die-cast construction. It's a lost art. Just look at all that beef! He's one chunky boy! And like many a good Megazord, got this nice-looking sword. But for the most part, his main way of finishing monsters is with this. No biggie. These old toys, pretty durable and easy enough to put back together. I'm telling you, like, transforming toys these days just feels so fragile by comparison. I'm afraid I could break them a lot just by stepping on them. So anyway, like I was saying, just take that off in the back. Got this kind of crossbow action right here, which is slightly ruined by the curved wing, but hey. So yeah, the Galaxy Megazord. Original? Not exactly. Honestly, the show's portrayal of the mecha, where they start out as kaiju basically, is much more original than the toys that go with them. But is he fun, charming, clever, elegant? Definitely yes. And of course, a real chunky boy is very satisfying to hold.